In 2008, the Scottish National Portrait Gallery closed for a major refurbishment. I was commissioned to create a large window to mark the contributions of major donors to the project. The appreciation window was to be installed to coincide with an official royal opening in July 2012. My brief was to create a contemporary window to mirror the Victorian sponsors window seen here on the left. Here we see Patrick Ross Smith measuring the space. Patrick, a highly respected stained glass artist, also worked with me on the window for Dornoch Cathedral. He sources the beautiful colours for the glass and assembles the window after I've engraved it. And it's always good to have the input of another artist. After nearly 3 years of work, I begin to get an overview of the whole design as it nears completion by laying the glass out on the floor of my studio. The window is 3 meters tall and it's been a complicated project. It includes 13 portraits of individual donors. After initial sittings with them, I work the rough sketches into finished drawings. I think it's important to catch the likeness of the sitters before translating it into glass, because the engraving is a demanding technique in itself. Images are engraved onto both sides of the glass, first roughed out with diamond wheels. The next stage involves using up to 40 different copper wheels and carborundum powder for the more detailed modelling. The glass has a layer of colour specially flashed on one side. I engrave through the colour to give the highlights and the shading. The colour has to be very gently removed as each cut is irrevocable, and they are gradually built up until the portrait is complete. For an artist, it's quite a thing to have had one portrait commissioned by the gallery. But as I worked through the project, I realised that because of the nature of the commission, I will now have 14 portraits on show in the gallery, not to mention the 14 metaphorical portraits representing the charitable trusts and other organisations. It's still something I can't get over. The gallery also asked me to include a botanical theme, and each sitter chose a flower to surround them, which has personal or symbolic significance. A number of the roundels have details which I hope will intrigue the viewers, young and old. For instance, the 3 butterflies, which represent each of the 3 Ross girls. The charitable trusts and organisations also chose flowers to represent them with a bouquet of thanks. The major contributions by the Heritage Lottery Fund and the Scottish Government are recognised in heraldic roundels at the top of the window. The original window has a portrait of Queen Victoria at the top, and it's mirrored in the new window by that of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth as she celebrates her Diamond Jubilee year. The date roundel shows winter, surrounded by holly, symbol of dreams, and a little wren representing the artist's imagination. There are 242 individual pieces of glass that had to be cut to shape by Patrick Ross Smith. When I had engraved them all, The glass went back to Patrick's studio in Shetland, where he leaded the roundels together. An important process, it's like putting a frame round a picture. Without this delicate assembly, it's still just 200 separate engravings. Patrick brought the leaded panels back to the portrait gallery and installed his main frame into the blank window space. When that was exactly fitted, he began to put the panels in place. His daughter Vivian helped him as the lead was trimmed and then filed into shape, a very skilled process if it's to avoid damage to the glass. The panels are held in place by bars slotted for horseshoe nails, a medieval technique which he has elegantly revived for this project.
And the frame sitting back nicely against the edge as well, so you get a sense of the glass contained within the...
Some of them work really well with the sandstone.
It's
exciting as each panel is added in and the window is gradually completed. With the scaffolding removed, we get the first view of the complete window since the start of the commission. Now we can see the drift of small figures down across the whole window, representing the people of Scotland. A portrait gallery for all the people of Scotland, and a benefit for the world.